don't attack using beings within the list.
that, I can find where certain things are. Okay, so we're on here. That's application beta. Hopefully that's the music. Yep, so that can. Let's find the audio mics. There we go. Right, found the audio mics. Help if I uncap this. Okay, so it's just been one of those strange days today. I wouldn't say tech's been playing up more than normal. It's just being tech. I've got a whole heap of weird stuff going on. I won't bother you with the details too much now. Hoping this audio capture works this time. So the music today is by Scott Buckley. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Scott. Top of the screen here is the first accreditation. You'll also find the accreditation in the About tabs, to those that I use music of. And I've also put it in my going live notifications. So that should also appear in my description if I upload this to YouTube, because I've not recently been uploading a lot to YouTube because things have happened in the stream that have made them YouTube unworthy. And I don't really have time to go through 4 hours of footage to pick out where I've had problems with trolls. So for now, those haven't been uploaded. So hopefully everyone's credited as they should be. I'm hoping it'll be a good day today on stream. I mean, it's absolutely melting here. I apologize for any rattling noise you can hear behind me. That is a fan. If I do not have the fan, I am going to melt like I did on Friday. It was horrible and sticky and nasty, and it was at a near 100% in humidity on Friday, and it still didn't rain. It really needed to rain and it didn't, but it was hot and sticky. Weekend we had a little bit of rain, and then Monday, Tuesday and today my thermometer behind me says that it is 31 degrees in this room right now in Devon, UK. 31 degrees. According to the Met Office, meant to be 26 degrees. My thermometer says 31. But to be fair on the Met Office, it's probably cooler outside than it is in here, because this room does have computers running, and we all know that computers heat things up. So yes, the music today is Scott's music. It's under the Creative Commons license. So it's Scott Buckley. Link at the top, link in description, and link in the credits. And by credits I do mean in the About tabs, and credits should be the first tab. That tells you who my artist is. It tells you, to be fair on my artist, she did not make my current overlay, but she did make the little fox decoration that is on it. My current overlay is mine at the most bare minimum, because I'm planning to reorganize a few bits of overlay, because the overlay I had from last year is a little bit busy and it runs a lot on my computer. So I'm looking at I'll be going, I'm currently fiddling with it over on Stream Elements, where I'm just, tweaking with it, making it look better. I may, if I can afford to, buy a couple more bits and pieces from her, because she does them on Etsy, so her store is listed in the credits as well. Biggest Bennis does the Gosh stuff, which is Great Ormond Street Hospital, and he puts that onto Tiltiffy, so I'm using that as well. That's at the top. So we're still raising money for Tiltiffy. Sorry I'm all over the place today. It has just been one chaotic day from the get-go, with everything that wants to go wrong purposefully going wrong, like a cat breaking a mousetrap, a humane mousetrap that I keep in here so their victims have somewhere to escape, and I can catch them without having to turn the house upside down. Somehow the cats have learnt to open the traps, and they've no longer become an escape for their victims. So I'm going to have to find a new way. That was the start of the morning. Also, kids yelling at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I've literally woken up with a migraine with between a humidity headache, a heat headache, and the kids yelling when you're trying to sleep headache. And they're not even my kids. So yeah, I'm in for a bit of a strange day, I think. So I'm going to try and get on with our tank that we were doing. Because as you may remember last stream, I remember that after we assembled said tank, that I may have screwed up a bit. May have. More like, I have. So I'm only supposed to have put one side on. I put 2 sides on.
Gonna be fun watching.
So I've got to work out how we're going to put the doors on.
The back bit is easy.
Odin goes, the back bit's easy. The back bit is still on the sprues. He hasn't tried yet.
No, I was gonna let you try.
Right? I've got to get the front door bits. Now, honestly, when I last did a Land Raider, you put the side bits on so that you could put the doors on and get them just right into these little bits so you could have the doors opening. But Odin didn't want opening doors, so I was just going to glue it all together. Now, where is my big dry brush? Because there it is. There's a lot of dust accumulated on this in the last couple of days, mostly skin flakes. Probably off the cats. Now I am using the headset for this stream. Because as I say in quite a lot of my streams, it moves around and I don't have to have it right next to me here, sort of, where I can headbutt it all the time. Or if it decides it's going to let go of itself again, I get hit with it. I have quite a few cuts on my forehead where it hits me in the forehead. I'm just dusting these off screen, so don't worry too much. You're not missing anything fantastical, just me dusting a sprue with a brush. Like so. Very boring. If I don't throw the brush everywhere, that would be a... Okay, so apparently we're not going to have a...
Good day.
Organised stream at all, even remotely. I am going to continue the Wednesday trend of today. Things don't want to work. That's the top, sides and doors, I think. So I need F10 and F11. I'm pretty sure this is F. Yes, this is F. So we're going to try and get F10 and 11 in there. Now I need to make sure I've got the right ones. So that's F10. I'm assuming the one above is 11. No, that's 13. No, that's not 13. That tiny thing is 13. 8. Okay. And apparently a cat hair somehow got in during the priming phase. That's 9. Where's number 11? That one doesn't even have a number. Why did I do this? Oh, right, because it's hidden right there. My goodness. Okay, so I found 10 and 11, I think. Time for the snipples. I'm going to move the water glasses right back for now, because we're not painting just yet. I'm probably going to, if I don't wear the water from my wet palette. Okay, I've got a towel next to me. Right. Oh, and I need to move a thing. I'm also going to put the music on in just a second. So move that over there for now. And let's see if we can fix my craziness. Hey, Kalo. Let's not get that going on Wednesday, trends, please, because we know that travels to all people. It's Wednesday. If I didn't have technological issues on a Wednesday, it wouldn't be a Wednesday. It would be some other weekday. I have just come to accept that dice rolls of life hate me. The only time they matter is when it's life or death. Then I actually get the saving throws, usually. I say usually because I know one day I won't, as it will with all of us. You'll only have tech problems if you say you're going to have tech problems. But it's Wednesday, tech problems. It's just a thing, Tech Wednesday. Midweek tech craziness. Besides, you can always ask me or Kilo to come fix it. Right, now I'm hoping I've got the volume about right. So it's 45% on my app. Probably means not loud enough on my PC. Don't have desktop audio on because if I did, hang on, how many microphones have I got going? What? Right, so if I'm in echo, I shouldn't be now, hopefully. Oh, sneaky microphone. Sneaky microphone. Turned on its own. Right, go up there, be quiet and stay off. I apologise if you've been hearing me in a faded double. Yeah, he'll be back in a bit. He's just taking some much needed stuff up to, as he says, the dump. We call it a recycle centre. Same thing though. It's where you take stuff you don't want anymore and they work out if it's reusable or not. If it is, they keep it, they sell it on. I'm starting to think I need an overhead desk headset thing, one of these, just on the grounds that I have to wear a woolly thing underneath to stop it putting too much pressure on my skull, and that's not very comfortable right now. So I need to find where the audio for this thing is. Properties. Okay. Take it up to about 70%, which means I won't hear anything. Hopefully we have music now. Let me just skip that all the way to the beginning. Blame me on the bump thing with him. He has a bad habit of picking up on American stuff lately. Don't get me started on that, Lady Kilo. Really don't get me started on that. I don't like bad-mouthing peoples. And I don't really intend to bad-mouth him. And I know I'm certainly not innocent of the fact either. But we have bad habits. But Kilo has many. And don't get me wrong, we still love the guy. Love him like a brother. That's why I keep soggy French breadsticks around for whacking people with bad habits. And yes, I am not above being whacked with the soggy French breadstick. Oh, I would hope in this hot weather. Oh my god. So it just occurred to me, hot weather, dehydration, glue fumes. Oh god. And even though it's warm weather, this thumb has decided if it's too warm or too cold, it just plays up now. Love him like a brother too, which is why I pick on him. Like I'm a little sister, and I've been super hot here. Yeah, it's like we keep saying. If you get it in Florida, the UK gets it a week later. In some cases, maybe not as severe, but when it comes to the heat waves, it seems to pick up. Let's make sure we get this the right way up. Right, so is that the bottom one or the top one? This is the bottom one, okay. This is going to be fun. Because I've used such strong glue on this. I'm in Arizona. Yeah, I'm just saying, it's the saying here in the UK. If you get it in Florida, it hits the UK a week later. The actual truth is, if it hits anywhere down the east coast of the USA, basically UK gets it a week later. Anywhere further west, if it's not moving to the east, we get it about a week and a half later to 2 weeks later. It's moving to the west though, we don't get it. Poor Japan gets it instead. And Hawaii. Can't forget Hawaii. That poor little island in the middle. Can I pop one off? It would help if I could pop one off without breaking it. That would be nice. Just pop off. We can glue you back on later. You gonna come off? Oh, thank you. Right, we didn't support this with green stuff yet. Ah, we have a side that can come off. Right. So that's supposed to go like that in that hole. Wait. The glue didn't... What? Ah, okay, right, we'll be flooding that one with super glue this time. I've gently pulled the side off, but the glue isn't even set. It's so hot, it's melting the glue. So we actually want it to come up like that, because it is not going to be moving. But because of what I've done here, I now need to file this down so it can fit properly. It's where I reinforced it with some green stuff and it's come out through. It sucks that I had to put my gummies into the refrigerator so they stopped melting. Oh, good grief. And the Oreo... Are you sure that was super soft and it hadn't just melted into milk? Milk with sugar in. I'm feeling like I need a pencil sharpener. I'm not even sure if I want to play with green stuff in this heat. Dry before I can get it onto the thing.
Yeah.
Well, they eat them last night and they were starting to melt. Yeah, keep them in the fridge. Even here in the UK, this is going to blow your mind. Even eggs go in the fridge in this weather. Yes, the UK, we do not refrigerate our eggs. We don't need to because we don't scrub the shells off them. We also vaccinate our hens against salmonella, which helps a whole lot. Not that I eat eggs at all or anything like that. Oh, I've got to include the wrong one. Oh well. That doesn't want to fit in the hole. Get in there. No. Oh. So yes, this trend looks set to continue. Things go wrong Wednesday. I'll sit and file this one down now. Oh, I apologise, I've got a bit of a weird hiccup going on as well. Where else we had join lines? Yep, there. Get rid of the join lines, they don't fit together. Milk is healthier in the UK too. Yeah, a lot of our things are. I don't actually imbibe animal produce, to be honest, being a very strict vegan type. I am actually a fruitarian, which is basically vegans that don't eat things that even kill the plants, so we're life and death conscious. Some of us won't even eat seeds. So nuts, grains, root vegetables are out for quite a few of us. I do eat the grains and seeds though, but I don't eat anything that kills the actual plants. Which sounds weird considering grains kill the plant, but grass can actually regrow. And grains are grass, and if harvested in a specific way, it would regrow. Here's our farmers, in general, and I'm talking globally, harvest grains in such a way that the grass can't regrow, because they want the stalks for animal feed. Now, which way up does this one go? That bit down. Alright, so. No, bad. This is where the thing doesn't want to fit in the glue now. Get in there. Right. A very loving puppy right now. Huh. And my question would be, what does the puppy want? F9. His toy back. His daddy took his squeaky toy away. Oh dear. People take that away because it's annoying, when actually it's actually quite enriching, mentally enriching for dogs. It stops them from getting too, well, bored, and if some dogs, if they get bored, become quite snappy with behaviour, to the point they can be a danger to humans. It's like locking a toddler in a small room and telling them they can't have toys, and then leaving them there for hours with nothing to do. When you have a dog that has a favourite toy that's annoying to everyone, I learned to de-squeak them, so they could keep their favourite toy and you didn't get a headache. Not only that, with the squeaky toys, the squeak can also come out and it can choke them, so it's a choking hazard. Quite a few times when I was working at the animal rescue clinic about 30 miles from here, one of the things they were doing was the cheap vet care or a supportive vet care, and one of the things that came in quite often were dogs choking on parts of or their actual toy because someone gave them the ball that was too small. So if you've got a big dog, don't give them a tennis ball. Get a soccer ball. And if you've got a smaller dog, then a tennis ball should be fine. But when it came to squeaker toys, the amount that had squeaker toys in their throat was ridiculous. Well, not the squeaking toy, but the squeaker of the toy. You'd be surprised. It's just, as someone that's dealt with these things a lot, more than I should have to in my lifetime, actually. I felt you should, at least be appraised of the fact that things can go wrong very quickly with squeaky toys. Why does nothing on this blooming plastic fit? It has these slots where they're supposed to fit, and everything's too thick. Sorry the camera's shaking, it's attached to the desk. I knew this tank was going to be difficult, but this is ridiculous. So it fits if I do it like that. Right, the glue can go in there then. Oh yeah, I'm not saying you don't love the little guy. It's just, you know, us humans get these wonderful little toys, or what we perceive as wonderful little toys, with the best of intentions, and even take them away with the best of intentions, not realizing that actually there could be a bit of a danger involved. Now I'm gluing myself to everything. Including the glue. I'm using super glue today because if I try to use plastic glue, we're not going to get anywhere. This is why I have an office chair. I can move it around things or use it as a bulldozer. Not a very comfortable chair though. Next job is to find out what's going on with my air cushion. I blow it up and it's flat in a couple of minutes. Oh wow! Just see the thing with our weather here. It is literally so hot. My bottle of water is colder than the room. It has condensation down it. It's been sitting in the room for like an hour now. It should have become room temperature by this point. Right, can we glue the side on now? Yes. This is where everything breaks. Because that's just my luck. You know, I put it here earlier before stream. Where have you gone? Just glue I'm cleaning off. I mean, with this heat, I don't know how much of a stream I'll be able to do because I suffer badly with heat. Especially made worse. Yeah, especially made worse with female issues. Every girl will know what I mean if I say I am talking moon cycle issues. I hate that we have to speak in code about the subject. Oh yeah, gotta love it. I'm thinking about getting one of those simulators for guys. You know, the ones that we see as a nice gentle tummy massage, but they roll around in agony at. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Let's not forget the other problems that come with it, like the digestive upsets. Nobody likes to talk about those digestive upsets. Get everybody into the right slot. Oh no, you feel the mood swings when we throw things at you.
That's what you want, isn't it? To be mine. Forever.
Yeah, because you get moody at the kids. That is a joke. I'm aware that it absolutely messes up with all the other hormones, with a whole bunch of other hormones. So you get one set of raging hormones that put you in a mood swing, followed by another raging set of hormones that add to the mood swing, and it personifies things quite a bit. It's also present if you've had a miscarriage and don't get to have kids. It gives you PTSS, or PTS, what they call it. Oh. The mood swings for the time of the month. I can't put a letter thingy to it right now because my brain is in migraine mode. I am doing all this while I have a migraine. That's why I'm not sure if I can go full stream today. I'm actually going to come in with some liquid green on that. Just because I don't want to play with the green stuff in this heat. PMS, that's it. PMS. Oh, I will. I've just got to soldier through it. I can't sleep it off because it's too hot. I probably have a migraine because just everything today. Plus, it's too hot. I have water I can drink in a minute, but I'm at a critical phase with some green stuff. My migraine is not at a level yet where I can't function. If I do get to that phase, then I will stop streaming. This is why I said earlier that folks may have not been present for that I don't know how long I'll be streaming today. The aim is 4 hours, but if I can't, I won't. And there's gaps now to stabilise everything. And I'll put this somewhere to dry, and then we'll do the next phase either later on or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, to give the green stuff some time to set. These land raiders quite often sometimes take, I mean, they didn't used to, but they certainly do now. They can sometimes take a while to assemble, just because there's so many horrible, atrocious gaps in them. This
next part we built away from that part. It's slot on top of it.
we'll be building the top you just said, didn't you, next? Now then, I'm not too worried about how it looks on the inside. We won't be seeing the inside ever, unless I have to reassemble it at some point. So we'll just get that filled from the inside. Ice pack and yeah, ice pack and cold water. I've got to wait for my ice pack to refreeze. That took all of 20 minutes to melt today. Yep. Well, if you're still on when if you're on, if I don't wear green stuff today, you're on. When I'm coming off, I'll probably raid over. For crying out loud, I'm wearing more green stuff than I'm putting on the Land Raider. I've got to do all the green stuff again because I've ended up wearing it. I'm not too worried about how it looks because we can always sand it down later. But I at least want it to be on the tank and not on me. You're as green as a green skin orc. No. It does not play orcs. Put that in there now. Put that green stuff over there in case we need more of it. This we can come over here with its tracks and have a fan blow dry it. Oh no, Ojin. This next bit isn't assembled away from the tank. It's assembled onto. But we will just move these things. Then the dust flying. Where are they? Wet palette. Now then, I can't remember what colours we were doing last week. There it is. I remember we hard coated them a bit. Oh, I remember what we were doing. There's incompleted rocks and leather on them. They're a bit shiny now because I've hard coated them so that I stop. It makes it quicker for me to be able to get the certain paints off of them without taking all the paint layers off with it. I live in the middle of nowhere. Dust gets everywhere. So we need to fix up his cloak, do their rocks, finish his eyes. Right. So, white. Vallejo off-white, where are you? There we are. Hopefully we haven't got too much water in here. I mean, I may have gone a little overboard because of the heat. Sprues can go over there for now because I can't do anything with them now till tomorrow. It's Vallejo off-white. Gonna need browns for the leather. Now I was doing blue rocks, I remember that, because I still have the reference to blue slate up. So I want shadow grey and space grey. Just need to do a little before stream. I have opened the wrong game. Okay. I know how that feels. Yeah. Now full of spider's web. Yeah. went into Fortnite. Oops. You're not streaming Fortnite then. Okay. So he leans on the very bit I've just painted. Oh. So we'll let him sit over there. Fortnite is on Friday. Draco is being super clingy today. He has just jumped into my arms twice. Personal question. Is it your moon cycle? Animals are very, very sensitive to this and get very, very protective. I have it with the cats. Especially our tomcats, actually. They get very, very, very protective of their human mum. Yeah, well, next time I do one of these Terminators, I am doing the rocks first. According to my track, I have 5 days left. Aha, there you go. You're due. It's that horrible week's run up to it. I still can't decide what's worse, the actual 5 days on, or the 5 days before, or the 5 days after. They're all equally atrocious, with only the 5 days on being messy. Trying to explain to guys that there's only 1 week in the month where we feel moderately human is very difficult. Shadow grey. Next step is to wash it down with a blue when it dries. Customary have lost their bases as well. Oi. Stay. Have to do a thing to your base. Stay upright. Stay. Look, I want to know where your rock sits. Stop it. And you're trying to get his rock to sit in a specific position. So you can just paint some little marker lines on it. The paint dries on your brush quicker than you can paint it on things. It's like chalk outline. At least you stay sat for me, thank you. texture paste is like chocolate mousse. Eat. Chocolate mousse with oil on top. They can go sit in the fan and dry. Where's that smelly blue? You know this random pair of legs we've got here? We got the rest of the model somewhere. The random pair of legs. Just wondering where the rest of the model is. I'm running out of things.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the guy, you already got the build instructions for it. In that one there.
It's in there as well, is it?
There. It's this bit here. Chest bit. I'll fix this part. Here.
Gotta wait for a wash to dry on these two. Gotta wait for the green stuff to dry on that lot.
This bit. He's looking nice. He's sniper.
Don't jinx me, not today. With it being Wednesday, I can't. Until he's finished, we make no compliments on him.
Right.
I can easily fuck up at any time. I have to make a new sim for today. Oh.
Have fun.
Have fun with making that. That can take absolutely hours.
Wow.
It can take me a whole stream sometimes to make a sim. What do you mean on Baldur's Gate 3 it takes me an hour to make a character? No, it doesn't. In 10 minutes. Tops.
Didn't break apart.
Yes, it did. I had a feeling it might, like there wasn't enough glue on that joint. I did not glue this. Well, actually, it's done as a favour because he was slightly misaligned. No, I don't want a pen. I want the super glue. You don't want a pen, you get the glue. And when you want a pen, you get the glue. But when you want the super glue, you get a pen. In there a minute. Pretty sure Odin wanted this one on a bigger base, so we'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a Terminator base. That's the sense. That's that guy's base there.
That's the tree area.
And that's the Crowford base.
A smaller base, I think base them up.
That one.
No. Their bases are there, because they were still in their boxes.
And one's slightly bigger than the other one.
Only slightly. Right. So we have our alien tree.
The bottle or your current.
Let's have a look. Now I spent a while making what looked like Terminator dung look like something else, so... Where did I put that tactical paint? Is it still up here? It is. Initially I was trying to make it look like a rock when I did it, but it did anything but look like a rock. It ended up looking like a cow pat. So I decided we'll turn it into a tree, an alien tree. So you guys had this homeless alien tree that I'd made for another base, then I just didn't like it on that base anymore. Remember if Thaddeus streams or not. I haven't checked in a while. Because this week has been so crazy. The reason for the tree is it stops him being a little bit top heavy. Even know where I need plain base for glue, so I can carry on building up the base later. Have my feet chalk outlines where I'm going to need a bit of glue. And that can go away and dry now. I'll carry on building up those blobs I was making on the tree later. Right, so we think we've re-glued him so that he looks like he's walking. I literally had it in my hands just now. That's these two, isn't it, for him? Which gun is he having, by the way? Yeah. Yep, as I'm doing him with super glue, so he shouldn't take long compared to the tank with a ton of green stuff over there. The sniper rifle looking things. Yeah. Oh god. That stinging nettle that swiped me earlier has left me itchy all over now. That was his feet up to, so we're here, aren't we, at this point? Right. So I need A32 and A31.
They should all be on this one.
If I'm right, this one is what? That you reckon they should be on A?
That bit there is one part, and that's the other part.
Just wondering if this one's even been labelled a letter. I can see numbers, but not a letter. It's usually on a little tag somewhere around. On the side, usually. Yep. It's more like a batch number.
You say A31.
Yeah.
Found it.
I gathered that was A, but I'm just wondering what the number of this one is. It's like it's got a weird thing there. It looks like it was supposed to be a number.
I think it's been painted over just a bit.
Oh no, you'd see it. Especially when you're wearing these, you'd definitely see it. Like I can see 13, 11, 40 and so on. But like a weird thing here where it looks like an upside down or a P and a 0 on top of each other. The brush it off with the wrong end of the brush. So many cobwebs and dead moths on this thing.
That seems to be B.
This is supposed to be B, and I can't find a single B on it. Like I said, it's
All
like
the
it's
guns there, look.
like it misprinted there. Look.
Yeah. B. Yeah.
So the question would be is where is F?
What I meant on F is A, B, C. Different variants of the guns look. D,
Okay.
E, F, black and
Yeah, I go off by these numbers here that tell me
Yeah,
where things
B.
fit.
B.
Right, so I could have the one for the bits and pieces I need. So I'm doing 32 and 31. Oh, there's hiccups are back again. What is it? It is 4:18. Hooray! Have some painkillers. Don't send my old cup flying. Oh wow. Okay, so chat's just suddenly decided to scroll. Let me catch up with that. So according to my, okay, yep, I remember that one. New sim, I remember that one. There we go. So, not for me. Oh, right. So your sim wasn't for you, and gave myself time so I can remove this sim money and all the that good stuff. Ah, so you can basically just upload the sim. And then Ojin goes, yay, painkillers. Okay, so I think I'm up to date now. Right. So how does this attach? Like that? Yep, there we go. Right. That. And I need A34 and 33. It's 34. There we are. Oh, now the heat's making me sleepy. No sims, cause don't take me long. You have to remember I cannot use CC, so I got a little faster. Aha! Okay. Wow, that bit of plastic doesn't want to cut. Alright. I'm going to stop putting this back in the jar. How do these fit on? I'm going to move wet palette over there actually so I can keep this closer to me. Right. So, like this somehow. Right. Fits so well, I have to fight to get it off. Okay. Now I need 35. And this apparently goes in there. And then we put his head in. Right, and his head comes in two halves. Why did his head need to come in two halves? That makes no sense, Games Workshop. I mean, if this doesn't work, I'm sure I've got loads of spare whole heads. least his head isn't difficult to discern in numbers. It's like you could go hunting for the number 36, or you could just look for the half head. Gee, wonder which one I went for. Let that head glue in place now, because it wants me to put other stuff on, but then I won't be able to reach the head. So I would like to paint the head before the other stuff goes on. Oh, take a quick minute. No, Sims don't take me long. I have to remember I cannot use CC because I have read that one. I think my time is off GMT. It's 6 PM that I go on at GTM. Well, it's 4:30 now GMT, although we're in BST now, so no, BST is +1 GMT. Summertime, savings time and all that. So BST means British summertime. Yeah, we're an hour ahead. It's British summertime, and then we go to GMT in the winter. I don't know, it depends what time it is for her. She's in Ohio, I think she said. I might be wrong. I probably am wrong.
This film that go on for GMT, so it'll be 7.
Lucas Helter in the UK too. Oreos. I was talking about Florida. She's in Arizona. Yeah, see, I was wrong.
So it's 7 PM.
So Arizona is PST, Pacific Standard Time, I think that stands for. If I remember rightly, that's 6 hours behind us. Because I know you guys have savings time as well. So we're just waiting for things to dry at the moment, so I can take a break.
Greenwich Mean Time. GMT. It's 7 hours ahead of Pacific time.
Yeah, okay, 7 hours ahead. So it's 4:30 here now. I don't know what time that is for you there. Yeah, I'm rounding up down a bit. So she goes on at 10 a.m. her time. That's 7 hours. So yeah, that's 6 p.m. our time. That's around the time I plan to end. Depending on weather, of course. I mean, it's starting to cool down a bit now. It's getting bearable. It is now 26 degrees, which is better than 31 degrees earlier. I can put that outer casing, so 38 and 39 can go on, but 40 can't. If I put 40 on, I won't be able to see the Marine's head. Right, so 39 and 38. Modelling specs on. That's probably what I'm going to have for tea. Here's a sandwich. It's just too hot to eat anything. I suppose that's an advantage of being a fruitarian, actually, is none of our stuff is really that heavy. Except stews. Vegetable stews can be pretty heavy. I think this is them. If not, I'm about to cut them off for no reason whatsoever. Right. Oh, and I forgot to ask, is the music too loud or too low? Well, for Ocean it's a bit low. Maybe you need to turn your volume up a bit. Sorry.
Turn up. I have it low.
Right. pieces that didn't even need to be pieces. It's a bit silly. It looks like I'm going to have to green stuff him a bit as well, so I won't be able to progress him for too far either. Right. Glue. Where did I put you this time? And then I go and glue the wrong bits anyway. If I can even hold the thing, that would be nice. Ah! No, bad. Hopefully I won't stick to this. I've already got a colour reference for this guy, by the way.
Dreadnought.
Yeah.
It's going to be typical colours of the Dark Angel.
So, blackish green.
Yeah.
Right. The reason I'm asking is before I paint his helmet, I want to know where I'm going to be going with it. Looks like a bad attempt to be the Predator at the moment. Yeah, I thought there was a connector between them somehow. Which is 16L. I haven't missed it somewhere. Where is that connector? Just says it's number 16L. It's on here then. Right, so while I'm waiting for bits to dry, I'm looking for that part there that goes between the two parts. Yeah, it's the connector that goes between them to put the body on, because you can't put the body on that, look. So it's an accumulation of 3 of them.
30, 29, 29, 28, 30. That's the bit there.
Right, because I figured I may as well get that little bit done and attach to the
I'm
that,
glad.
so that I can just, you know, glue it on and stabilise it later. You know, wash is probably done by now, so when this is drying we can get on with a little bit more painting. I haven't got too many paints out because it is just too hot. It's drying faster than the... In fact, the wet palette is currently no longer a wet palette. In fact, it's a berry... Nope, there it is. Yep, it is no longer a wet palette. It's a dehydrated palette. That was 29. What was the other 2 numbers? 28 and 30. Because I'm trying to avoid putting that one on. I'll wait for the glue to dry before I can do that green colour I want to do. No, that was 28 and 30, you said, didn't you? That one?
Yeah.
Now we will sand them all down and then we'll look at how they assemble. That there for now. I knew I had a loose one somewhere. Come here. Look, that didn't go very well. I need a smaller one. Where's the other plastic pipe that was up here? Oh, I can just go sit over there till I find the plastic pipe. Okay, why is Microsoft News loading everywhere? Make a surge. It's too hot to cook normally here. Yeah, it's the same here. It's fine. A bit low. Okay, right. Sorry, my chat just did a thing where it went miles and miles backwards. So my chat is either doing a not scrolly thing, or it's going miles and miles and miles and miles. Oh, sounds like our resident magpie is back. This thing is able to mimic other birds. He pretends to be a blackbird, thinking I will feed him more if he pretends to be a blackbird. Nope. I will still put the same things out. I always do. I rather enjoy my relationship with wildlife. I've got a pair of ravens that are hovering by as well. They've started leaving gifts of acorns for me recently. They also left me a glass pebble, so if anyone's missing any glass pebbles from their pond in my area, I've probably got them because the crows are bringing them to me. Right, I think this one's actually pretty self-explanatory. For once ever. Right, I think that goes on the back, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. Let's get these two pieces together, because these are rather obviously two that marry up. Now, where did I put that glue? Right. Yeah, I thought it would. It goes right there, look. Okay, and that's another self-explanatory one. Yes, I like self-explanatory ones. I'll just fill that with some glue. Now I just have to make sure I put it on the right way round. Oh, that's not a good sign. I'm tasting blood in my mouth. Well, I say it's not a good sign. It's not a good sign if it comes out forward. It's a good sign because it means the pressure on my migraine is about to relieve. So I shall be back in a second. I'm just going to snort some stuff and I'll take that off camera so you don't have to watch. Back in a minute. Hopefully that should solve it before it comes out and goes everywhere all over my screen and I have to cut the screen. Right. So I actually have two nasal sprays that I use. You just saw one on screen, but I saved you the gross part. So, I'll use that one during the day. The other one I have just before I go to bed because it's a bit stronger stuff and it makes me cough all day. If I have it at night, I seem to be fine. So, yeah. Let's see how this, which way around this fits now. So I think it's that bit up front from the way it looks. Like so, because this is the connector. There we go. So that can go back over there to dry now for a bit. Against that so it doesn't fall over, so that sets right, hopefully. Or better yet, let's do that. Right. Green stuff. Why am I looking over there for green stuff when I've got my thing here and the green stuff's over here? More of a formality to just smooth out the armour a bit. That's green stuff. There it is. actually take too long because it's not a thick layer of green stuff, so it should take about the same time as paint does. So we'll just pop him over there a minute to dry. Now then, you two. Luckily your paint is in a pot at this point. Normally I dry brush these rocks, but because of where I've got them, I don't have a dry brush small enough to get in without accidentally painting half the marine. I'm not as skilled as I used to be. Mostly because I've fallen out of practice and I've got old, and my god, it's like this last month or so, everything on my body has suddenly accelerated. It's gone for years looking like I'm in my 20s, and then this last month or so, everything's suddenly gone, oh, crap. You're not 20 anymore. That was 20 years ago. And I'm being blocked at every access to get a new photo ID, because all my original photo ID are from before computers. Yes, I remember BC, before cell phones, before computers, before cable. BC! These highlights are just a prelude to another wash down, so I'm not too worried about complete accuracy on them. Although I'm thinking about changing that to mud brown at the back. Paint is drying before I get anywhere near the brush. So before I get near the model, I mean. It's drying on the brush before I get near the model. There we go. Right, there. Now I make sense. Right. Right. I have sponges I can throw at you over here. And they have still soggy liquid green stuff on them.
I haven't done any of those yet.
It's your comment warrants you're deserving of having sponges thrown at you. You see, people, my lead troll lives right next to me. I can't escape my lead troll. I'm stuck with him 24/7.
And you love it.
I shall leave you guessing with my Trying not to be too accurate. Because rocks are not accurate. edges picked out. And they'll dry in a couple of seconds. We'll give them another wash down, and then we'll go back to gluing things. We could do a different shade of wash this time, actually. The not so wet palette. Where can we put you? Oh! The base I haven't finished yet. There we go. There's something else to do now. What's this wash? No, we don't want non oil. Too dark. Want Seraphim Sepia. It's another non oil. It is a dry brush. I would have wanted that one. Devilish Mud. I can't remember what colour Devilish Mud is, and I know it stinks. Oh, it's the old Norn oil. Okay. 1990s Norn oil. And it is smelly. I'm just doing a coat of Seraphim Sepia, and I'll come over it again later in another blue. The idea is to try and get some of these weird rock tones that you get in rocks. In lieu of that, I can't really dry brush it because I glued them on before I did the rocks. And I'm there thinking, I should have done the rocks, then glued the marine to the rocks once I'd finished completing his foot or something. You can go over there and dry. Your turn. Now my reference to these rocks is blue slate, which is a sort of greyish blue, but it does have some browny undertones to it sometimes, which my blue slate outside reminded me of while I was topping up the pond this morning. That down is Seraphim as well. Yes, Seraphim Sepia is actually a good wash down for gold. So if you're watching Mike Moans, Seraphim Sepia is your friend when you're painting gold. I don't have some of your toony shades down. Probably never will because it's not really my style, but if you're looking to paint gold, Seraphim Sepia is your friend. You look, I don't really know if you can see it on my camera, it actually brings the gold out. So you can do fewer layers. Brings out all of its little undertones. And I only pass that on because you have helped me immensely in the time I have met you. I feel it's only fair to share tips. Seraphim Sepia is good for browns, rocks, and golds. Also creamy whites. Can go away and dry now. He's only up there. Also skulls, which is what I'm about to do with this skull here. Because I've got a wall, although I've been weathering it with, you know, doing things to it to try and chip the paint in some areas. Get my brush out and do my blood red splats all over this well at some point. Before we do that, I get to use my dry palette today. Where did I put my dry palette? So I get to do to this one what I don't get to do to the rocks on the other one. Put that the other way up. Nope. Zombie dust is more of a brown. Water flesh, definitely not the colour we're looking for. There it is. There goes my weathering kit. Actually a base coat. It is standard grey. Horrible jobs. too worried about the bits where I haven't properly painted, which is along here, those edges. Put that by the fan to dry, because these are actually sable brushes. And I can't put that up there. Let me see. Alex are hiding under that, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, metallics were hiding under that. Apparently only the box to the metallics is hiding under that, not the metallics themselves, which means the box has fallen out somewhere. Charming. So we won't be doing tree today. Okay, fine. Well, I've put them somewhere. There they are. Right, where's my not so wet palette? Yes. Get out of there, fly. I don't mind the brush for horrible jobs. It's about right for what I'm up to. Probably thinking, why are you doing a metallic thing on a tree? Well, when it's finished, you will see. It's supposed to be an alien tree. I'm going to finish these blobs, so we won't be painting those blobs. And I'm going to paint the main trunk and get the first metallic layer on. And then I sort of shade and build down from there. These blobs I'm going to have as a different colour, but I want to build them up a little bit bigger to be more, you know, alien tree trunk blob things. And so I don't want them actually being tree trunks, you know, it's like when you see a knot in a tree where a tree trunk used to be. Okay, go have a good rest. your soup. Okay, I'll see you later, Kalo. If you're on by the time I raid out, I'll probably raid to you. Let's go to that one. Not so wet. Wet palette can go over there a minute. Other job for horrible. Brush for horrible jobs. She on the stones, is she? The sounds of it, so do the magpies. Some eamies. I don't want to say the word because the word attracts the cats. Eyebrow itch. I'm aiming to try and make these look like something from the flood in Halo, really. Hey, nearly lost the brush then. Another eyebrow itch. Plug it in then. You got the one that'll actually reach your keyboard. Right. That's unfortunately the one I'll need for this tonight. I mean, you're right for now. I won't plug it until bedtime, but there's the one for your mouse, but yeah, it's that one I need for this headset, so you'll probably have to use that one tonight. The other white one.
I used that one yesterday for last night for your headset.
It was this one.
Yeah, the white one.
It was this one.
No, it was the other one.
Because this is the official one to this headset. It's got the little transformers for it. Right. Yep, just as I thought it would be. Actually, did I actually pull? I know I did. Yeah, I did. My little sandpaper sticks. On this side. These are actually nail files. Yeah, you got me these back in 2011?
I can't remember these.
I can. I just have to go through the filing cabinets a minute. But yes, you got me these things back in 2011, and it was for when we were doing your other Dark Angels that we never actually got around to finishing before they obsoleted them. Bit like my Wood Elf army, we just finished them when they got rid of Warhammer. Now they brought it back as Old World, at which point I'm like, I just threw half of those models away or sold them, you a-holes. So, I'm even more salty at Games Workshop now. Since we're using that one, that can go there, the others can stay in the packet. Right, palette. Oh, this is going to be fun. Now I have to go find Caliban Green and Abaddon Black. Abaddon Black will be in the bag. Caliban Green isn't. Let's move the keyboard over there. There's the primer. Go there. There's what's left of that Abaddon Black. Dark Angels Green, Caliban Green. I knew it had to be nearby. What's my other brush for horrible jobs? I've got 3 brushes for absolute horrible. Oh, that'll be why I can't find my other brush for horrible jobs. Brush for horrible jobs is already out because it's been doing horrible jobs. I have 3 old wash brushes from Citadel. Brushes that become too inaccurate for their job, become brushes for other jobs. But I did that to it. In here somewhere there is a little paintball. Yeah, there they are. Oof. Come on, I know you're in there. Seriously, so hot. some paint thinner onto that, because that is the consistency of cream cheese, which is a little bit thicker than clotted cream, although that looks like a clotted cream lump. That can go there. We don't want clotted, already dry lumps. So that can now go in there. Oh, that's not promising. Okay. And it's more of a marbled green. I'll try and get this smoothly mixed together and gathered up into one lump. Now I've got to get it out of the brush. There we go. That can now go stuck over there because we don't care about it. Right. Which one's this? Is this 0? No, this is not 0. I want 0. Oh, we've got a clot. Come here. in a minute and do them as well. Well, we've got access to bits that will become impossible to paint otherwise. Right, out a minute. Nope. What about you? Get more coverage quicker. Yeah. Let that dry a minute. That shouldn't take long. Where's his legs gone? Ah, there's his legs. Now, this music's giving me ideas for animated things I should do. I haven't done animation style drawing in such a long time, I don't know if I still can. But the last time I did any drawing, I think it must have been about 2000? I was drawing Sonic and things like that. And characters for a D&D chat I used to belong to. Although I did mostly copy the Lara Croft style for that one. And someone said, "Oh, you copied my art." No, no, I didn't. I copied the Lara Croft game case covers. So either they were inspired by Lara Croft or they'd done exactly the same. I'm gonna go with they were more likely inspired because they were a lot better at artists. They were, you know, fantastic artists. They. These legs. They. Oh. Time for a quick arm stretch. And a hydrate. What I'll do, because this is probably going to be the last little bits of today, is I'm going to quickly paint these that shade of green so we don't lose that green. We can get them all one shade. And a nice green base coat this way. It's only really a dark green base coat to start everything from anyway. I can also only paint the bits that I only need. If I'm not mistaken, that's back toe. And this is so dark green that this might actually be mistaken for black, which is exactly the Dark Angel colouring, the real Caliban green. Let that one dry. And this is only so I can get them all one base tone. A lot of this will not be getting used, but we might have another dreadnought who might, you know, needs repairing or changing up because blue does blue stuff. And it'll be ready based and ready to go. So if you are there lurking, folks, just, you know, pop a quick word in chat now so that the thing can count you, because if you've been lurking for a while, Twitch won't count you in a minute. And I would really like it to count you when I raid out to Kalo. Because you would be doing me a massive solid at the same time, because I need to get an achievement for raiding out with X amount of people. I could see how many of you are lurking compared to what the counter's telling me. So, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you could just say hi or a dot or something, anything, as long as it's within TOS. Just so you get counted. Even an emoji. There's plenty of emojis to use. Ah. Right, so yeah, literally go up to that dot with the textured paint. Okay. Ugh. So I'm going to give time for Kalo to actually get started, because it's a Wednesday. There are tech issues. Even I know there's tech issues, because I suffer them the most on a Wednesday. The idea is to make it look like his boots sunk into the mud. When he's actually glued on, I will put more mud up his boot. So I do the weathering once it's all together. I would like this to be ready for me to start dry brushing and stuff tomorrow. So I will be carrying on a little bit of work just off stream, just to finish up these bases. While I watch Lady Kalo play her game that she's playing. I think it's Sims today. I might be wrong. Okay, let's have a look. See, is she on yet? Yep, she is. See if she's past intro phase yet. Alright, so Kalo is doing the Diligency challenge for Sims 4. So I shall take you over to Kalo. I'll just take you over. When I get to my own thing, that would be nice.
Okay.
Alright, so taking you over to Red Lady Kalo. I will see you tomorrow around the same time, as I have started doing this again at 2:30 in the afternoon. Here we go, turn off my epic music. Right, so sending you over to Kalo. See you tomorrow at 2:30 p.m.-ish tomorrow for the same thing, more painting and bits and bobs. There we go. Right, I had to mute Kalo because I can't hear what I'm saying to myself. Channel. Right. I have to mute myself. So I will send, yes, I'll be sending you over to Kalo. I will see you tomorrow at 2:30. Have a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are. Stay safe, stay well, and have fun.